The grey man does whatever a grey man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Grey Maniacs gather! I'm back to finish off Box H, the second part of my X-Men comics. You can just see Lord Furrybum the Third over there. This is going to be the last video that you're ever going to see her in, probably, because I'm only looking after her, and she's come to be collected today. So, oh, bye, Lord Furrybum. You made my nose run a little bit and give me some itchy eyes and the odd sneeze, but you know, it's cute. Right, X-Men. I must bag and board them all one day. 248. $2.49. Now, twice a month, Polaris No More. Guest starring Kazar. Or Kazar. 251. Wolverine. Pretty much crucified. Are they the Marauders? They're not the Marauders, are they? What are they called? They might be Marauders. But I'm thinking the Marauders were the people with the guy with the harpoon and the whirlwind guy who fires out shurikens, Sabretooth. I thought they were called the Marauders when they went in and killed all the Morlocks. I thought they were the Marauders. What are they? Oh, these are the Reavers. These are the Reavers. That's right. The Reavers, I believe. Featuring Magneto's journey to Muir Island and Banshee's rescue of Lorna Dane. The return of Forge and the escape of Jubilee and Wolverine. Action-packed issue. I'm not sure I like these costumes. Black and yellow. To save the dream, a new legend is born. So we've got Banshee, Forge, some big fella. Is that Legion there? I don't know. He's normally a bad guy because he can't control his own brain. And there's Muir. What's her name? Muir. What's her first name? Can't remember now. Oh, Bitter Victory. Guest starring Freedom Force. Yeah, I should rebag and board these. The sellotape on this bag is just deteriorated and sticking to everything. Ugh. It's all gooey. Okay, the Mandarin. Is that Mandarin? Has a new assassin and Psylocke is her name. Is it Jim Lee, does that say? No, I don't know what it says. Short enough to be Jim Lee, but I'm not sure if that's what it says. Colossus unleashed against the Genossians. Colossus. My camera's gone daft. Let's throw that one away. Right, I did get another bag for put those in. I haven't got time bag and ball. I've got some bags and balls. I'm like, I'm gonna have to turn this off and back on again, I think. Right, hopefully actually that do anything. Right, hopefully I remember to edit this properly because I've got to turn it on and off again. Hard Case and the Harriers. The ferocious introduction of Hard Case and the Harriers. Did they ever get used again? I have no idea. The Agony of Forge. It's like it could be a retelling of his origin. I think it was in Vietnam. Which kind of dates the character. Probably wouldn't work now. With his whatever age he's meant to be. Oop. It looks like Jim, but the surname doesn't look like Lee. So it looks like Jim, but the second word, well, it's short enough to be Lee, but it's just like a friggle. But I don't know what it is. I'm not good enough with artists to know Jim Lee. I don't think it is. I don't know though. Whatever. If you guys know, good. Storm at the mercy of the hounds. Storm seems to be reverted to a child. Either that or it's a retelling of a story from her history. Oh, enter the mutant called Gambit. It's not even got a board, that one. I think that one deserves a board. Just for the value of it. I think it's slightly more valuable than some of the others. Wolverine, Captain America and Black Widow together again for the first time. She's back. Rogue versus the original Miss Marvel. Guess who wins? And the original Miss Marvel is like a zombie. Right. 271. 272. Follow me, X-Men, or Professor X dies. Giant size 275. Eagle Awards winner. 1990 by the looks of it. So yeah, I might open this up because it looks like it's a triple gatefold maybe. It looks like there's a fold out page as well. Let me just check. Yeah. Can you see that? I can't see through it to see if you can see it. There you go. Jubilee, Storm, looks like Gladiator, the old Shi'ar, Queen Lilandra. Wolverine, of course. Oh, Wolverine in the middle, right at the front, as always. This is where he gets on my tits. Psylocke, Forge, Banshee, Gambit. And you got some villains here. Is that Rogue in with the villains? Oh yeah, because I think she must have been up with Magneto. Because that last cover, she was all pally with Magneto in a kind of like I'm your girl kind of way. Look at that. It's like what's going on with Rogue? She's rogue warrior woman with a little knife in her belt. Like she's gone jungle. And yeah. I'm not even a fan of Jim Lee's art, you know. It doesn't do a great deal for me. It's like, well, yeah, it's all right. But I don't know, it's just something about Jim Lee's art. It's kind of like, meh for me. I think that's Strife at the background there. He's definitely a good artist, but I don't know, it just doesn't... whatever. Not saying I could do better, of course, because I couldn't even touch his pencils. But yeah, I just don't think, I don't enjoy him as much as a lot of people seem to. Oh look, Wolverine on the cover again. What a surprise. Strong Guy. Who invented Strong Guy? Oh, what a crap character. I've said it, sorry, it slipped out. It slipped out. He's a crap character. He looks stupid. He looks ridiculous. Colossus has gone gold? Because you demanded it, Colossus is back. Muir. Still can't remember what her first name is. It's annoying me. A mutant milestone. A new team is born. Desperate alliances. His name is Bishop, and nothing will ever be the same. Looks a bit damaged around the top staple, actually. It's a shame. It's not super expensive. It's slightly expensive, I think, because it's the first Bishop. Not super expensive, I don't believe. Could be wrong. 284. What lies beyond the void? Also, the mutant Bishop makes his move. Sometimes I think I should sell some of the later ones so I can buy some of the earlier ones, you know? Around the period when I enjoy the art and the stories more. 285. 286. Angel's become Archangel by this time. To jazz him up some, make him more vicious. Give him razor sharp blades that fly from his wings and stuff like that. He went for that thing where he was it Apocalypse who made him into... Was it Death? Was he supposed to represent Death? Because he was like the Four Horsemen, wasn't it? I can't remember who they all were now. Who was the other three of the Four Horsemen who like made Death, Pestilence? Can't remember. And two must fall. Warrior, madman, saviour, X-Man, Bishop triumphant. $289. $290. She got her powers back by now. Was this her when she gets her powers back? Can't remember how long she was without powers for. I'm sure she did get them back though. Death in the depths. Executioner's Song Part 1. It got quite a few parts. Actually, it's quite cool. It's actually got a list of all the parts. I think this is a poly bag on the outside. It's got a list of all the parts in the series, so you can get them all. That's quite good. More crossovers should do that. And it comes with a plus an official Marvel trading card featuring Strife's strike file. Ooh, does it now? Who did I get? Why, it's Prey Xavier. So Xavier is a prey, basically, I'm guessing, for the strike file. So he's one they want to take down. What will it be then, Charles? Are you to be the caring grandfather rocking your charges with gentility and ease? The soft-minded senile proponent of happily ever after? Of a future where man and mutant live together in harmony and peace? Or are you the caretaker of a time bomb? The clumsy handler of a walking nuclear arsenal? I am the trigger, Charles. The hatred which links your dream to my nightmare is the fuse, and with your death the match has been struck. Now let the ensuing explosion rock both heaven and hell, both yesterday and tomorrow. He's a wordy chap, isn't he, old Strife? An X-Men crossover saga, and this is... yeah, to be honest, characters in X-Men I don't enjoy. I never really liked Cable much. His whole story, his whole demeanour, his whole, let's be mysterious for the sake of it, you know. Gambit, don't like Gambit either. Strange. Bishop, pretty ambivalent towards Bishop as well. Anyway. $2.95, $2.96. I really didn't like the way the stuff dragged on as well. It was always permanently chasing after the villains. And it was just like one massive villain after another. Right, and there's 300. That's the last one. I'm not going to get any more after that. To be honest, I might even get rid of some of the ones and try and see if I can buy some. But I'm too lazy to do it. So I'll try and get hold of like earlier issues as I go. But I certainly won't be going beyond 300. I'm not even sure what one I'm trying for. I think maybe 100 to 300 is kind of like, but unlikely it'll ever come about. Right, I've got a few annuals. King size annual number 6. Number 7, facing off against the Impossible Man. Number 8. Number 12. X-Men and Alpha Flight, The Gift. A little graphic novel. Right, I did have more, like that's all the X-Men. The last comics I'm going to show you, I did have more of these actually. I had like the first 12 or so. I'm not sure how many X-Force, it's X-Force. But I've taken the rest of a couple of them. I said, no, I was going to get rid of those. I don't think I even got rid of them yet. I don't even list them or nothing. I put them aside like, I must sell these. I don't want them. But I'm just too lazy about selling them, my comics. I should do. Got so many that I don't, never going to read again. And no, right, it's just basically I've got two copies for some reason of X-Force number 1. I thought I'd keep those for a joke. Everyone, because they're worth a lot of money, these X-Force number 1, Oh yeah, they're worth tons. So rare. You don't see them often. Somebody's got a gold background and a purple background, and I bet neither of them are worth 2 bob. Oh dear. Right, the first one doesn't have a plastic sleeve. I don't know if it's would originally had a plastic sleeve and a card with it. I'm not too sure. It's got no box on the front, no barcode, and no. So maybe that would have been on the plastic sleeve that it doesn't have. So that explains it. And I'm not sure why it's. Oh, Liefeld, please no. Oh gosh. Oh, the pain. It is Liefeld, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it's definitely Liefeld. Oh, God. Yeah, I remember we did this. For a very brief time, I was part of the Graders Notes team. And this is one of the ones that we did. Oh, yeah. And we didn't look that kindly upon it. I'm sure there's a character. I remember pointing it out. I don't know if no one else sort of mentioned it or went on about it, but there was a character came out in this fight scene, and he literally disappears, and you never see him again in the rest of the whole of the comic. Let me just double check that. If I'm not imagining, if I wasn't imagining things. Well, maybe it wasn't in this one, I don't know. I'm sure there was a scene where they suddenly faced off with some villains. Oh yeah, Forearm, Kamikaze, Wildside and Reaper. I swore one of them just didn't get seen again. I don't know, maybe I remember it wrong. Maybe I was mistaken. Right, so he's fighting this Wildside guy. Chops his hand off. Now he's fighting Forearm. Well, this is Wildside. She's fighting Wildside. So who doesn't get seen again then? This is really boring. Sorry about this. Oh, whatever. Whatever. All you got to know, it's a crappy comic. Yeah. That was second printing. It said on the inside second printing, so that's probably worth bugger all. Right, and this one, where's the card? Have I got a card with it? So what's this, a third printing? Equally worth nothing. It's got a scratch down there. Yeah, not very well. I ain't even got a card with it. Well, that's weird. How did I manage to lose the card? Oh well. Seem to have lost the trading card. So that was a waste of time getting it out to look for it, wasn't it? That's very strange. I would have kept it in the bag, I would have thought. Oh well. Oh well. That's gonna knock the price down from 50 pence to 50 pence probably. Right then, that's it. That's the end of the box. Cheers for watching. Sorry for taking so long, wumbling off onto weird tangents. And yeah, I'll possibly be back next week with, or later in the week, with Box I. I've got to work out where Box I is. Probably underneath a load of other boxes. Going to take some juggling. But anyway, cheers for tuning in. And until next time, have a great, amazing day. And may all your news be good news. Have a great, amazing day. I'll have a great, amazing day. Have a great, amazing day. I hope you have a great, amazing day.